Hey, good morning. All right, so I got to make sure like the comment thing has to pop up before I actually start doing my thing. I hope you're having a good morning. I hope we're actually live. Okay, great. Awesome. I think we're live. So, good morning. Welcome to another live. So this month on my podcast, which is called Small Biz Mama, Small Biz Mama, I keep that behind me so I remember that's, mom brain, right? So this month on the podcast, we're talking about spring cleaning, but we're not talking about floors or wiping down walls. We're talking about spring cleaning areas of your life. And so this week we're talking about spring cleaning your social media. And if you have not listened to that podcast episode, you can go to smallbizmama.com or you can look for Small Biz Mama anywhere you listen to podcasts. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on iHeart, we're on Stitcher, we're on anywhere you can listen to podcasts. We're also on YouTube as well. If you go to smallbizmama.com, you can actually watch a video of the recording as well. So it just depends on how you want to consume your media. So as we're talking about social media, on Tuesday we kind of talked about, setting your ground rules for social. Okay. Today I wanted to talk about why we moved our paid Facebook group off of Facebook, and what we're using instead. Because I've been getting a lot of questions about that. Like, wait a minute, your community's not on Facebook. Where is it? What are you using? Because most people think in terms of either forums or they think about other like social media platforms like Parler and stuff like that. So I'll tell you what we're using. I might even actually maybe I'll do a separate video kind of showing you guys a little bit of behind the scenes of what that looks like. But hold on, my husband's vacuuming. Hold on. God bless him. He's so good. He's so good. He's packing and vacuuming while I'm working in the mornings, and Eric is helping him out, so he's great. Okay. And then I want to talk about how I'm using social media right now to grow my business, because I am still using it. I want to talk about some of the tools that we use. So this is going to be like this. Hopefully this is super helpful for you. Those of you who are building communities and you want to be on social because you know you need it for your business, but you want to do it responsibly. So hopefully it's helpful. If that is a good track for today, please let me know. And if you have any questions, you can please post those as well. But if that's a good direction for you, let me know. And good morning to those of you who are watching. I see that there are some of you on. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is why we moved off of Facebook for our group and why I keep my free group here. And then kind of tell you guys a little bit about the platform. So the Empower Bookkeeper Network is the paid Facebook group that people get access to, or they did get access to when they bought our course. I wanted to have some sort of community where all the members could come together. They could interact. They could ask each other questions. They could celebrate things. They could post about their struggles, and really just create a community of bookkeepers who purchase our course. So, and I know like lots of you have bought courses before, and there's a paid Facebook group, that comes with it. And I'll tell you, like, Facebook is easy. It's free, right? So it doesn't cost us anything as course creators. You guys are on here all the time. So, we knew that if we moved off of Facebook, that there would be some resistance, that there would be, some people who just didn't like it, didn't want to do it. We knew that initially there would be kind of a bump up in traffic, and then we go down a little bit, and then we kind of have to see where it went. And so we knew that there would be issues with it. But we also knew that there were a bunch of people who kept saying, like, I feel like I'm on Facebook all the time. I don't want to be on Facebook all the time. And there's just a lot of research that scrolling in your feed is not good for you psychologically. it's causing a lot of depression and anxiety, and it's designed to keep you scrolling, right? To keep you on the site. I mean, that's the whole purpose of a good website, is to keep you on the site, right? And that's one of the things I tell our bookkeepers, like, if you're going to develop a site, right, you want to keep people on the site. So when somebody goes to your website, that first thing that they see has to be really engaging, right? It has to be something go, ooh, okay, let me keep scrolling, right? And so that first piece is really important. So, okay, so if all the, like, what did we move to? Okay, so we moved to something called Circle. Okay, Circle is, it's its own website. It's not like a social media platform. It's circle.so. Okay, and basically what we do is, as the owners of the community, we pay a monthly fee to be on this platform. It's not open to the public. You have to, it's almost like, if you remember forums back in the day, that you would go onto a website that had a forum and the forum was just for that group. That's kind of how this works, right? But the cool thing though is that I actually have a couple courses that have Circle communities now, and I can actually access all of them through the same login. So if I use the same login, then I can keep those. My diffuser just went off. And so, like, if I'm looking at mine now, I can actually see that I've got 3 different communities that that are on there that are pretty active. So, the thing that's cool with it is that there's all these different sections. So, like, we put in an area on parenting where you can ask parenting questions. There's a section where you can post your wins. There's a section where you can vent. There's a section you can put in prayer requests. There's a section for, news and hot topics. There's there's sections for new members and sections for certified members. And so it's really cool because it looks like social media, but it gives you some organization, like a forum. So that's kind of cool. The other thing, like, it's funny because I went in there this morning, and the reason I was a little bit late for the live today was because I was actually in there, like, answering people's questions and cheering them on, and kind of looking at all the discussion. And I'll tell you, it's great. Like, I woke up this morning, I had 48 notifications in there, and there's like a whole bunch of new posts, and I think initially there was a lot of resistance because it wasn't Facebook, right? And we're just naturally drawn to, like, hopping on Facebook all the time. But I talked Tuesday about some strategies that you can use, to kind of to keep off of Facebook a little bit. But which is funny because I'm doing this on Facebook. But I still think that Facebook is an important piece of your strategy, right? And we'll talk about that in a minute. But I think my phone is just going crazy this morning. Good goodness. But one of the cool things about this platform that I really like is that you can, like, if you don't want to see parenting posts, you can unsubscribe from that area, right? It's just like unsubscribing from a Facebook page. If you don't want to see the prayer requests, you can unsubscribe from that, and you won't see that come in your feed. And then there is also a feed component, which is cool. So you can, whatever areas you're subscribed to, if you go to the home button, you'll get a feed of all the new posts. So it's pretty cool. I like it. And it keeps me way more focused. So I literally spent like 45 minutes this morning just in Circle, going through everybody's questions, everybody's posts, all the responses. And I typically go in there like once or twice a day, and spend about an hour in there just kind of going through, clearing through all my notifications and looking at all the posts. I spend a little bit more time on Thursdays because Thursdays are live call. And so I'm looking for questions. I'm looking to kind of pull things out, pull out themes. It's really interesting to see, on one side, there's like a whole bunch of fear from the folks who are first starting. And then, you know, you have like all these wins of people like, oh my God, I got my first client, and oh my God, I got certified, and oh my God, I did this, and da, da, da. And it's like, you know, and it's just so cool to like see, you know, to see all that. And I think it's good for the new members to see what the certified members, you know, are kind of doing and how they're getting clients and all this. So super cool. All right. So there's that. So that's why we left Facebook. We're now using a site called Circle. If you have your own community that you're building, it is circle.so. I like it. It's great. It works, you know, super well. The app, I'll tell you that the phone app for iPhone is in beta. There isn't one for Android yet, but it works really, really well in your browser on mobile. So, I like it a lot. I really do. And I think the majority of our members do too. I know that there are some of you that are not happy with it and you wish we were back on Facebook. But it's really active over there. Give it a shot. Give it a try. Right? It's just like anything else that's new. It takes a little bit of adjustment. But then once you adjust to it, I think it's great. So then, okay. So now let me tell you. So how am I using social? So it's kind of funny because now that I have freed up this time because I'm not bouncing around all over Facebook all the time, because I don't know about you, but this is what happened when I went on Facebook. I would go on Facebook with the intention of spending time in the Empower Bookkeeper Network, right? And then what would happen though is I'm looking at my notifications, and my notifications are for everything, right? I couldn't just get notifications for the Empower Bookkeeper Network. So I'm bouncing back and forth, and then I'd end up on my feed somehow, and I'd be scrolling through my feed. Like, does this happen to you? This couldn't just be me, right? This can't just be me. And so I'm like bouncing, right? And then you're like, wait, why was I here? What was I doing? What is that? Like, what did I come here for? Right? Do you ever do that? Like, do you ever, like, after you've been on Facebook for a little bit, you think, like, why am I here? Like, what did I come here for? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Please tell me it's not just me. Like, if that's you, could you just, like, let me know so I know it's not just me? So what do I do now? So typically what I do is, so first of all, on my phone, I currently have, 4 different Facebook apps. Okay. I have 4. I have one for my ads, which you would only use. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Oh, thank you, Terry. Okay, good. I'm so glad this is not just me. So I have 4 different apps for Facebook on my phone. If you include Instagram, I have 5. Okay. And you're like, my God, what is that? Okay. So I have the ads manager. Okay. And the ads manager, you're only going to use if you run ads. Okay. I also have the business suite. Oh wait, maybe I have 6. I have the business suite. God, this is so bad. I have so much Facebook on my phone. And the business suite is really for, and I can kind of show this to you guys. Okay. So the business suite is kind of like managing all of your page stuff in one place. So I can publish, so this is what I have right now. This is the Empower Bookkeeper Network one. Okay. Or Bookkeeper Training School. So this is Bookkeeper Training School, and it manages my Instagram and my Facebook, because I have a business Instagram. It shows me a little bit about my ads. It talks about the trends and how we're doing, my audience size in both places. So it's kind of a nice overview. And if you manage multiple pages, it's kind of a nice thing. I can publish posts here, but it's not as good as the Creator Studio. So the Creator Studio, which is another app I have from Facebook. So the Creator Studio, I have to log into again. Let's see. Okay. So the Creator Studio lets me post. It lets me go live. Basically, this is a way that I can manage my page without having to go on Facebook. Okay. So I really love, if you're managing ads, the business studio is great, okay? Because it will let you manage all those comments without going into Facebook. The Creator Studio will allow you to create, to post, to go live without going into Facebook. So if you're concerned about all of the distraction, okay, with posting, with, going in there to check your messages, with going into, check on your comments, these are two really good apps to have. Okay. And so I really, really like those. So Creator Studio, and let me just get and Business Suite. Sorry. So Business Suite and Creator Studio, they're apps for your phone. Then I have the Instagram app. Okay. Which a lot of times when when I do stories, I go into Instagram, I do the story on Instagram, and I shoot it over to Facebook as well. Okay. Again, because my goal when I'm using social is always trying to stay off my feed. To try to stay, like if I stay out of the Facebook app itself, I'm going to be way more productive. So I think, okay, what else can I use so that I'm not using the Facebook app? Okay, so Business Suite, Creator Studio, the Instagram app. And a lot of times when I'm actually doing stories, I will use my phone's camera to record the story and then use the share button so that I'm never hitting my feed. Okay, I'm never hitting my Instagram feed, because once I hit that Instagram feed, it's over, right? I'm scrolling, right? Does that happens to you too, right? Okay. So that's another one. I have Messenger on my phone, and I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Messenger is actually now consolidating, so you can do messages from Facebook and from Instagram and from WhatsApp all in the same Messenger. So there's that piece, and then my last thing, and this is if you're gonna do networking, right? So what I always do, if I've got time that I'm working in social, I'm always going to respond to all my messages, respond to all my DMs, maybe put up a story. Then I will start to go out networking. Okay. So what does that look like? So I'm going to think, okay, where do I want to go networking today? And kind of what I've done, because I'm really in like networking mode, is I'm seeing a very small number of people in my feed now, but I'm trying to see a lot more groups and a lot more pages. So if you're doing my strategy that I teach in Bookkeeper Training School, where you're following like 10 businesses, okay, and you have them all marked as, see first in your feed, then I might go through my feed and see if any of those businesses posted anything so I can like and comment and interact. Then I might have a list of groups that I want to check out. Okay, so I might go into a couple groups and just kind of see what's going on, see if there's anything I want to comment on, see if there's anybody I can help, see if there's anybody I can like cheer on, just to kind of go through, right? And then I might spend like, and set a timer, like maybe 10 minutes on my feed just to see if I missed anything. Okay. And like, that's it. That's what I'm doing. But when I'm going to do social, I know what I'm doing. I know the purpose of where where I want to go, what I want to do, what my objectives are. Because otherwise, you will set a timer, you'll be in there for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then you go, wait a minute, what did I do? Did I do anything I wanted to do? I didn't even know what I wanted to do. And so make sure that you have a strategy, right? And that strategy has always got to be, replying to the people who are connecting with you first. Okay? So that means like if people are commenting on your page, if people are leaving you DMs about your service, that's what you want to do. So Jasmine said that's why I get stuck scrolling for biz I'm following. So I can just put them as see first. Yep. So when you like a page, okay, so let me see because they change this all the time. So I'm just going to go to one of the pages I like. Let's see. I'm just going to search for one. Okay, so this is one of the local ice cream places. So let's see. I got to see how to do this. Okay, so if hold on, let me put this over here. Okay, so I like this page, and it's kind of hard to see. So there's 3 dots. Okay, and I'm sorry, this is super hard to see. There's 3 dots over here by the phone number. If you click the 3 dots, a menu is going to pop up, and one of the options is Manage Follow Settings. Okay, and then the first one, it says News Feed, and by default, I'm going to click it as a favorite. Okay, and then you can say Notification Settings, and you can set the notification settings. So I've got highlights right now. But you can say standard. Standard will give you up to 5 posts per day. Videos, you can say all. Live notifications, you can say all. Or you can unfollow pages as well. So sometimes, like, if you like a page, but you don't want to see their stuff, you're just doing it to help a friend, you can say unfollow, and you can unfollow the page. Okay? But then, so now this ice cream shop, which is a really good ice cream shop if you're in Connecticut, Smith's Ice Cream in Enfield is amazing. So you can click on, you can customize the settings. So if you've got your list of, of 10 businesses that you're following, right, that you're networking with, you can mark those as favorites. Okay, and you can go in and do that. Yep, and you can do that from desktop too. You don't have to do it from mobile. You can do it from desktop as well. But you just click the 3 dots, manage your follow settings, and you can say you want to see more of them, you want to see less of them. Yeah, it's a really, really good thing to do. And even just like, because the way that Facebook works, if you don't know this, is that typically, I know you guys, like, you're so afraid to post, and you're so afraid to post often because you're going to piss people off. So the average view for a Facebook post is 6 to 10% of your audience. So if 100 people like your post, that means that 6 to 10 people will see your post. Now, I know a lot of you are like, oh my God, it's so depressing because I'm working so hard, right? The social media thing. That just means that you can recycle content, right? That means you can repost things again. So if you post something and 20 people see it, then what I want you to do is I want you to schedule to post that again next week. Okay, and let's try to get a different 20 people to see it next time. Okay, just because you post something doesn't mean you can never post it again. Look at the posts where, you got some good engagement, where you got some good feedback from people, maybe a whole bunch of people liked it. Wait a week, post it again. Okay, and you're going to see different people who see it. It's okay. All right, it's just fine. But I think sometimes we get discouraged that, not very many people are seeing something. That's great. That means that that's an opportunity. You can reuse that piece of content again. Okay. It's funny because I always have this struggle when I'm telling stories, right? And it's funny because, like, I follow Brendan Burchard and I know all his stories because I listen to everything that he does. But most people don't. Which means you can tell a story, you can do a reminder, and not everybody's going to see it. Like right now, like the March 15th deadline is 11 days from now. Okay? I've got clients, I'm like, hi. 11 days till the deadline. And I'm going to buzz them every single day. Hey guys, 10 days till the deadline. Hey guys, 9 days till the deadline. Like, we're going to be talking about this a lot, right? To get all the work into the office. And so I think sometimes we think like we say something once and that's it. Okay. It's kind of like toddlers. You've got to say things over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. Totally okay. It's fine. Okay. Totally okay. So let me know if this was helpful for you. Okay. Let me know what other questions you have. If you're a member of Bookkeeper Training School and the Empower Bookkeeper Network, You can post questions there as well. Having trouble getting traffic to my business page, is it bad to promote it on my personal page? So what I would do, Jasmine, is I would take those posts after you post them to your business page and share it to your personal page. But remember, only 6 to 10% of people, right, are going to see your posts on your page. So that means that sometimes you've got to repost content, okay? Use the strategies that I just talked about, but you can share a post from your business to your personal, and that'll help give it a little bit more traction on your page. Okay. But I mean, we have this with Bookkeeper Training School. Bookkeeper Training School has 3,500 people who like our page, and it's like, you have to keep putting out content, and you have to get out there. And I know that it seems discouraging, but it's just, it's just a reminder that you have to keep putting things out there, and that you can recycle content, and that's okay. Just keep at it. Just keep doing it. Okay. And you'll get there. Okay. It takes a little bit. Okay. And it takes, one thing that Facebook absolutely loves is consistency. Okay. So one thing that I found, like even with my lives, is if I go live at like exactly 10:30 every single Tuesday and Thursday, Facebook shows it to more people. Today, I was 10 minutes late, and Facebook showed it to less people because it was late. So be consistent, keep posting. The more Facebook sees, like, okay, you're being consistent, you're putting out content, you sort of have a schedule, then the better you're going to do. Okay. All right. Awesome. And Jasmine, let me know if you have any other questions. All right, mamas, thank you so much. Have a great day. I hope you have a great weekend. Go listen to the podcast episode if you haven't listened yet. smallbizmama.com. We come out with new episodes every single week. Next week, we are talking about spring cleaning your life. Fun stuff. All right, I will talk to you soon. Take care. And those of you that are in Empower Bookkeeper Network, 1:30 this afternoon, we have our live call on Zoom. You can go into empowerbookkeepernetwork.com to get the link. We also emailed it out to you yesterday. All right, take care. Have a good day. Bye.